Hello, and welcome to our tutorial on how to make your first Heritage Makers project. I'm excited that you've decided to give this system a try, and I hope that you find that it's going to help you get your pictures organized and share your memories and preserve all of your photos and the stories they were taken to tell. Let's get started with the website, which is www.aboutthepictures.us. So once you're at the website, the first thing you'll want to do is log in. So you just click on the login up at the top of the page. If you already have an account, you're going to log in here. If you do not have an account, you want to create an account on the bottom of the page. Here you're going to be asked to input your personal information. Now, since I already have an account, I'm going to log in with my email address, which is aboutthepictures@embarkmail.com, in case you ever need to reach me. And of course I have to put my password in, and then I can either hit enter or log me in. From here, the website will direct me to the My Studio page. And you can see that it brings up projects that I've been working on, so I can go directly into those here. It also brings up several things that are very neat and helpful as you're starting off and as you continue. There's tips and tricks, story steps, story maps. Those are all things that will help you to create some advanced projects when you get ready to make books. But I think what the best thing about this page is are the studio tutorials down here under the orange box. I think the easiest way to get started on a new project is to go to the template gallery. And that link is going to be up here in the upper right hand corner of your web page. So if you click on template gallery, what you see is that there are 499 templates to choose from. So certainly many things that you can make with Heritage Makers. And I love that. That's one of the things that I love the most, was that so many templates are already right here. Now the templates are categorized by type and also by membership level. You'll notice that there are some templates that have the P, and that means Premier. So if you see a P in a green circle, that's a paid membership for Premier members. Also for HM Club members, they have access to all the Premier artwork. If you aren't ready for the Premier membership and you just want to check out the free templates, go over to Membership and click on your options, and you'll select Basic. And what that'll do is it'll hide all of those Premier templates that require a membership, and you can see the things that are free. Still, 584 templates to choose from is quite good, so you can really get started with a basic membership just to make sure that you like it before you invest in it. Now, you'll notice that there are all kinds of things here: 18 by 18 wrapped canvases, 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, 5 by 7 invitations, 20 pages to scroll through just of the free templates. Let's narrow that down a bit. What I would suggest for new members or new beginners is to choose one of these projects. The square flip books, the square swatch books, the flip books, and the swatch books are excellent small books to start with. The difference between a flip book and a swatch book is that the flip book is going to be bound with a spiral, like a notebook binder, and a swatch book is going to be bound with a brad. So you can see up in the corner of the swatch book you've got a little black dot, and that's actually a brad that holds the papers together securely. Scrap pages come in 3 different sizes. You can make an 8.5 by 11, a 12 by 12, or an 8 by 8. These are also great starters because if you're a traditional scrapbooker, you can make a 12 by 12 page, put it into your scrapbook, and keep on trucking without losing a beat. So that's a really good way to get started. They're also really good for framing and giving as gifts. Another simple project would be greeting cards or invitations. Greeting cards fold and invitations are flat. So that's just a preview of the things that I would suggest you start with. And let's go back to that template gallery so you can see how to find those. We're back at the template gallery. We've narrowed our choices to basic membership options. And now I'm going to click on this All Types or Show All Types selection. And here's where you can find all the different kinds of things you can make with Heritage Makers. I want to narrow my selection down to a scrapbook page, and because it's the easiest one to frame, let's go with the 8.5 by 11 scrapbook page. Here you can see that you have 9 templates to choose from in the free 8.5 by 11 scrapbook pages. Now if we changed our membership, you would see that there are quite a few more with the Premier membership. Let's scroll down and just see what we have to choose from. I like this Joy to the World December page. I realize it may not be December, but I think this is a pretty simple template to start with. So I'm going to choose the preview button, and let's just see what that looks like up close. While this is loading, let me kind of caution you that as you're working in Heritage Makers, everything is going to preview in low resolution. And that scared me when I first started working with the system because I thought my photos were not being as clear and clean as I had taken them. But actually it works out pretty well because it allows the system to work more quickly than it would with high resolution. Okay, I like this template. That looks pretty nice. I think we can work with that tonight. So I'm going to click on the words December page. And I'm going to click on Get This Template. Here I'm back at this new page, and I've got the December page right here. Notice that I'm under My Templates. That's going to be the same thing as My Project and Templates at the top. And under My Templates, you have three areas. You have View in Progress. Those are going to be projects you've already started but not completed. View Completed. Those are things that you finished and have published, but maybe or maybe not have ordered them. Right now we're under My Templates. I'm going to click on the December page, the words Start My Own. And that's going to make a copy that I can work with. This will not be a December page, and I don't want to be confused, so the first thing I'll do is rename it. I'm clicking on the rename link that accompanies the page, and I'm going to call this My Boys. We're going to make a page about my children. That's always a hot topic. Notice that the project has moved from the My Templates area to the View in Progress area on its own. So we're going to click on Edit, and this brings up the thing that I love the most about Heritage Makers. This is why I bought into the system. It's the Studio software. I have scrapbooked with 5 different softwares, and I can promise you that this is the simplest one to use and the most powerful. I hope you find it easy to use as well, and there's several tricks I'm going to try to show you tonight to make it even easier. Okay, as the software opens up, what you'll see is that you have a toolbox right here. I'm moving that around. What I do to move it around is just click on it with my mouse and hold it, and then I can move it wherever I want it to go. I think I'm going to sit it over here just to get it out of the way. I also have a scroll bar at the top that allows me to zoom in and zoom out. I have an area at the bottom that's quite important, and what I'm going to do is move my mouse over these 3 little lines, click, and pull that up, and that just allows me to change the workspace and what I see. Down here in this area I have my photos, text boxes, the art collection, my projects, quotes, and my favorites. And we're going to look at several of those tonight as we make our project. Let me show you the quotes real quick because we will not be using this area tonight. They have got quotes already in the system organized by topic. And when I say quotes, I mean hundreds of quotes. Well, we've gotten ahead of ourselves. Let me go back to my photos. The first thing that you'll want to do in Heritage Makers to create a project is actually to upload your photos. And my tip on this is that you need to be really organized. What I do is I create a folder on my desktop or in a special place on my computer that I can remember, and I copy photos into that folder that I may or may want to use with my project. And then when I upload them, I upload all of the photos at the same time, and I find that saves me a lot of time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm first going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this the Test Boys page because this is a demo, and I want to remember that I don't need this folder later. And so all I did was I clicked on New Folder and then Create Folder. So again, New Folder and then Create Folder. And then I'm going to scroll down until I find that folder. And I'm going to create an album. So I click on New Album. And I'm going to call that album Test My Boys. And then I click on Create Album. Again, I'll scroll down, find the folder, and click on the album. From here, if you've ever uploaded photos to Facebook or PhotoBucket or Flickr or Walmart, you'll see that this is very familiar. It works just the same. You're going to click on the Add More Photos button. This is where it's going to be very helpful to know where your pictures are. So you just find the file that you put on your computer with your pictures. I'm just going to go to January. And from here you're going to find the pictures either by name or look at the thumbnails, And you can highlight one picture, or you can highlight by holding your shift key down several pictures. And once you're ready, you click the open icon, and that will start the upload process. Now for tonight, I'm not going to upload any pictures because it does take a little bit of time to do that. It uploads the full quality photo, and I think you can do that once you get to this point. So we're just going to skip that step and use some photos that I already have. Now to work with my project, what I want to do is I want to minimize this so I can see what I've got here. And it looks like what I need for this project is going to be at least 2 pictures. So I want to put my first picture right here, and notice that when I click on this it says place photo here. By the way, some templates will not say that, they will just be a photo. When I click place photo here, you see a dark pink line come up around that box. Now what that means is that that box is locked. I can lock and unlock elements on my page with this toolbox. At the bottom of the toolbox there's a little padlock, and you can unlock it and you see it turns into a green border, or I can lock it and make it the pink border. When an object is locked, I can just switch out the pictures for the object. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to come in and go into just a folder that I have, and let's see if I can find a picture that I like. Again, all of this is happening at the bottom of the page, so I might make that bottom of the page bigger or smaller just so I can see more. Well, here's a cute picture of my son with a basketball, so let's try that. What I'm going to do is click on the picture out of the photo album, and again I scrolled over to the left, found a photo album that I liked, clicked on it. I'm selecting the photo, and now I'm holding the photo down and I'm going to bring it up to the top of the page. And hopefully you can see that there's a box that pops up that says drop art here to swap. I'm going to move my mouse so it's directly in that drop art box and let go. And there you see my son with his basketball. It really is that easy. And everything that you do with a template can be just that easy. So when I tell you this is something you can do, I am certainly telling you the truth. Everything is just that easy. So I'm going to find another folder here. I'm going to go to my other son, and let's click on this box. I'm going to grab this picture of him with the piano, and I'm going to drag it up the very same way, moving my mouse into the drop art here to swap. And there I have a photo of both of my sons. So again, I had to upload those photos to have them available, but after that everything's pretty easy. Now let's say you want to zoom in on your photo a little more. You can go over to your toolbox and click the adjust button. And when you do that, you'll get a scale and a rotation. So you can change the scale and enlarge the photo. You can grab the photo and change the way that it's centered. If you wanted to rotate it, maybe you took a picture sideways and forgot to rotate it in your when you downloaded it, you can do that right here with the rotation. I absolutely hate it when people have crooked pictures on Facebook, so that gives you a chance to fix those right there. And it's very simple. As you can see, all I did was go to my toolbox and click on the adjust choice there to make those changes. So that was really easy to do. Now let's take another look at these photos and see what else we can see about them. Whoever designed this template used the Effects tab in the toolbox, and they put a border on the photos. I can see that the border option slider is moved over to the 10, and it's white. So that's good for me to know, because I may create some other things on my page and I may want them to look similar to that later. So just remember that that's where we found that. One other trick, if for some reason you don't see your toolbox, go to the View menu and you can turn it on and off right there. This is the end of video 1. In video 2, we'll learn how to change graphics, backgrounds, and text.